Hey guys, PokePoch here. Picked up some of these tins, my local Walmart. Got a couple different ones. We got an L24 and an H24. Last time I know we opened these up, we had gotten some Astral Radiance in one of them with Silver Tempest. Oh, this poor little tin got beat up. And then they all come with Silver Tempest and either Lost Origin or Astral Radiance, it would seem. And let's see, I can't remember which was which. This is an L24. It's a shame this one got smashed up on us, but oh well. So this one's gonna be Lost Origin and Silver Tempest. Okay. So is that other one, is the L24 gonna be Astral Radiance? Or H24? Maybe this is Astral Radiance in here. Which I would prefer Astral Radiance because I like the trainer galleries and Astral Radiance a little bit more than what's in Lost Origin when it comes to trainer galleries. So let's see what we got. Maybe it's something completely different. Silver Tempest. Oh, come on. And Lost Origin. So both those tins marked something completely different. Both came with Lost Origin, another L24. Because I had picked some up when GameStop got their release, and when they got their release of these, some of them had Astral Radiance in it. So it threw me for a loop. I was like, well, we're going to get a lot of Lost Origin and Silver Tempest. And we ended up with Astral Radiance. And so far, it's looking like it's all Lost Origin and Silver Tempest, and these go around from Walmart. I said the other ones that I got Astral Radiance were from GameStop. Looks like no Lost Origin, which is cool. I mean, there's some good cards, I guess, in Lost Origin. Some of the alternate art cards. I was hoping for some Astral Radiance, but now we do have a complete collection of the tins, because we were lacking the Dragonite and the Pikachu, and now we have those. So that's cool. And then I also picked up a Knockout Collection box. They used to have different stuff in them. Now it seems like they have, because I picked some of those up from GameStop as well, and they have Chilling Reign and Vivid Voltage. The Chilling Reign's got some pretty nice little alternate art cards in it. Full art card trainers that I wouldn't mind, like the Pokemon Center lady. But Vivid Voltage is rough. No, maybe Pokemon Center lady is a Vivid Voltage. I think so. But didn't pick up any Destined Rivals. None showed up, at least that I saw. But it's nice to be able to open up some Sword and Shield stuff. A little refreshing. Get away from Scarlet Violet for a little bit. We do have some Scarlet Violet stuff we can try opening tonight, some Temporal Forces, what have you. But inside this Knockout, it used to be like Fusion Strike. At one point you could find Fusion Strike and like Evolving Skies in some of these. So when I saw them that they'd come back, I was like, awesome, that's going to be a way to get some good stuff. But instead, Vivid Voltage, kind of a weak set, you know. The biggest hit in that would be the Rainbow Chonkachu. And then, of course, everybody's going after the Blaziken. There's, I believe, the Galarian Moltres, stuff like that, and, what do you call it? Chilling Reign. We'll start with Vivid Voltage. Get this one out of the way, because I am looking for, was it the Arrokuda common card? I believe the Cramorant in there. It's the story card, where it is about to eat the Arrokuda. Or it is, and the Arrokuda is getting stalked in its picture. Or its art. Now, there it is. So when you get the Cramorant for it, it's actually eating the Arrokuda. I said on Sidekick. Can't remember which one I got. But I've never had luck in Vivid Voltage. We got something today. An Orbeetle V. Okay, first little pull of the night, an Orbital V. Nothing too big. We'll take it though. It's a hit out of Sword and Shield. Doing better than we normally do. Chilling Rain. Didn't open up too much of this. Like I said, the biggest pull I think would be what is it? The Blaziken Altart. Like I said, it's just nice to be able to open up some Sword and Shield stuff tonight instead of Scarlet and Violet, because everybody's going still crazy after Destined Rivals. Journey Together seems to have died off. Maybe Surging Sparks is still kind of a big thing. It's just I don't find it on shelves right now. For fruit, oh, nothing here. Well, let's try some Silver Tempest. You know, everybody likes that Lugia out of there. There are some trainer galleries in here. I think mostly with Red or Pikachu or stuff like that. See if we get anything. I've only ever pulled the Rainbow Lugia out of this set. Of course, the dogs want to join the stream right by my window outside. Oh, there's little Fampy. Cute little scared Litten. Rufflet. Fennekin. Durant. We got something back here, it looks like. A trainer gallery. Hopefully it's a good one. Oh no, I've pulled this one previously. But it's a trainer gallery. Cool little Corviknight. Just unfortunate we pulled it before in the past. What? How's it going, Landon? Well, we did pull a trainer gallery just now out of Silver Tempest. Let's see if we can follow it up with something else from Silver Tempest. Be nice. Biggest pull I've ever had out of Silver Tempest, like I said, was that Rainbow Lugia. And that was quite a while back. Let's see. Can we get anything big out of Sword and Shield tonight? Well, thank you for subscribing. Radiant Alakazam. This is cool. I like that. I like what they did with the Radiant and the, what are they called? The Amazing Rares. I like that they did that texture and color like that. It did something a little different during the Sword and Shield era. Alright, let's see. Just trucking along. But I got my black Bolt and white Flare ordered. I'd gotten it from the Pokemon Center. Comes out next month. Still kind of up in the air whether or not I'm going to actually open them. I mean, I don't like to keep sealed product. It's just, how good are those actually going to do? Oh, I love Keldeo. There's a new Keldeo card coming out, actually, in one of the new sets. Either Black Bolt or White Flare. I forget which one. And I love the one out of, what was it? Crown Zenith. Cute little card. So that new one coming out looks, I like it. That might be something that I try to chase a single down from. Because I was looking at the Japanese prices, and Japanese prices are actually, on that set, aren't too bad for singles. I know it's very early, so that means they'll probably just continue to drop in price. Destined Rivals, I think the Cynthia's Garchomp is recovering a little bit. And Team Rocket's Mewtwo has rebounded a little bit as well in Valley. Oh, nothing there. But those were, you know, two cards that I got. Really didn't want. And we ended up pulling them anyways, you know. It's like the two cards. I just wanted Misty Psyduck, Misty's Latias. Wife wants Arvin. And then now she wants a bunch of cards. So I said, you know, I was done with Destined Rivals. And she says, no, there's all these cards that I want now. So I guess we'll have to open some Destined Rivals. whenever I can find some. But no, I don't know if I just missed the restock of them or if they just didn't put any out this time around. Feels like they didn't put any out this time around because a lot of stuff got left behind. There was a lot of Sword and Shield era stuff, a lot of collection boxes with Sword and Shield era that got restocked. Hardly any Scarlet Violet stuff. There was some Slashing Legends tins, and then I think the legendary, what was it? One that has Surging Sparks in it and some other stuff. Not a whole lot of Scarlet Violet era stuff, at least that I saw. Mostly, there's some stuff with Fusion Strike, there was some stuff with, obviously, Silver Tempest and Lost Origin. Hoping we can hit something in Lost Origin tonight. It'd be nice. I haven't had any luck in Lost Origin in the past. Oh, Silver Tempest, that was it. Let's try a couple Temporal Forces before we jump over to Lost Origin. Because we still, these have been sitting here for a while on the desk. We still need a Ghastly and a Salvatore SIR for a master set. Opened up Temporal Forces heavily when it first came out because I wanted Bianca's Devotion SIR. Oh no, Mr. Mime. So I opened up a lot of it. And then I finally pulled her out of a booster box. With a Hyper Rare in that same box. Nothing in this one. Cargo, of course. No new sets. No Destiny Rivals, no Journey Together tonight. Journey Together, we just need End Zoroark, SIR, and Brock Scouting to master the set. So at this point, it would just be financially responsible to purchase that last card. Rhydon. Let's see. There hasn't been any, normally after a Japanese set comes out, they start kind of dropping info on the next Japanese set coming out. But it's been rather quiet. I haven't seen anything drop on anything for a new Japanese set coming out to give us an indication of what to expect after our English release. So normally I look on PokeBeach and they'll drop some spoilers and stuff like that. Oh, Temporal Forces was me. That's fine. Temporal Forces. Got a little bit of Lost Origin. Let's see if we didn't lose out on these. I'd like to pull something. Alternate art or something. That'd be nice. Hoping. Sliggoo, pursuing Lady. We have the Rainbow Lady, I believe. I have her somewhere. Hoping for a Trainer Gallery or an alternate art. That'd be nice. Either one of those would be nice. Got something back here. Oh, Galarian Berserker. Okay. It's something. Got 4 pool. Well, I guess 3 really. Unless you want to include that. Radiant Alakazam. That was something. I was hoping for something a little better. I always hope for something a little better. Well, let's see. Maybe Destiny Rivals stole all our luck. Which is my luck. I mean, I didn't want those 2 big cards from it, but they happened anyways. Might be a little something back there. Maybe. Looks like a little something. Oh, VMAX, is it or V-Star, is it Oh, Hisuian Zoroark in the gold. Wow. Wow. That's different. I wasn't expecting that. I guess this would be considered a secret rare. I don't think it's going to be that big of a financial gain. But oh well, it's a pull. Oop, always do that. Forget the. There we go. Well, we got 4 packs left of Lost Origin. Biggest pull tonight so far, as I guess rarity, would probably be this. Let's see if we can top it. It'd be nice. Let's top it. Let's top that Hisuian Zoroark. Alright, Lost Origin. Give us one more big. Here's a big pull tonight. Come on. At least one tonight. Open. Nothing in this one. Dustless. So if you're just joining me so far, we pulled Berserker V, Galarian Berserker V, Radiant Alakazam. I like the treatments they did to these cards. Another Corviknight VMAX. Unfortunately, we got one already. An Orbital V, and the Hisuian Zoroark. Let's see what else. Let's see. Hopefully something. 2, 3, 4. What the Careless Pokemon card you have? Not sure exactly what you're asking or stating. Bronzong. Oh, I have the Bronzong Trainer Gallery with Jasmine. I love that card. Oh, what do we get here? Another Radiant. Oh, Steelix. Right behind the Wurmple. Radiant Steelix. Okay, so 2 Radiant cards tonight. Down to 2 packs of Lost Origin. These came out of those little tins. The Kanto Powers tins. It's a little weird because the packs in them are heavily Kanto based. I would say. A lot of Hisuian stuff, Galarian stuff. Whoop. Come on. 2 packs to make something big happen from Lost Origin. Little Ducklet. Oh no. It looks like nothing tonight. Nope. Raichu. Oh. Okay. Oh, Hisuian Goodra. V card. Okay. So, not the best of luck tonight. That's okay, like I said, it's just kind of refreshing to open up some Sword and Shield stuff. How's it going, Emmy Racing? Yeah, just having a little night trying out some Sword and Shield stuff. Normally my luck isn't too good in Sword and Shield, not compared to Scarlet and Violet. But I'm hoping for the day that I can finally say Sword and Shield gave me something big. This is the last pack to try. There's a little something there. Trainer Gallery. I just gotten rid of one of these. Oh, is that a little bit of a... No, that's just the way it's catching. So a secret rare out of Lost Origin, the Mew VMAX. Very early on when I started the channel, somebody had said, this guy is opening resealed packs or something like that, and that card isn't even supposed to be in Lost Origin. And I was like, well, buddy, It is. It's a secret rare in Lost Origin. So, I had gotten one of these in the past. Gotten rid of it. Well, looks like it's joined us back again. Got a Hisuian. And a Corviknight VMAX. I should sleeve this little guy up. This has some texture on it. Well, let's try one Obsidian Flames. See what happens. Maybe get a Zard. I doubt it. We'll try. Oh, I love Tomokazu Smoliv, Pidgey, Charmeleon, Excadrill, Pidgeotto, Stunfisk. Nothing. That's okay. It goes like that sometimes. I mean, we did get some pulls. I think we did total like 21 packs tonight. We got 8 pulls, 2 kind of secret rares out of Lost Origin. Out of these little tins. I think these had just also dropped on Pokemon Center the other day. But I have a feeling these 2 cards stole all of our luck in our last couple streams. So I have a feeling our luck's going to be kind of downhill for a little bit. Yeah. Probably going to be... We had pulled this one the other day too. My wife had pulled this one the other day. And we got a Steelix the other day too. But I have a feeling these 2 cards, that probably killed our luck for quite a while. It goes like that because when I was doing Surging Sparks, Pikachu was in the 3rd pack of my first ETB. 3 packs in, got that. And then Lily's Clefairy was in the first booster box that I opened. In Stellar Crown, it was the Squirtle and the Terapagos SIR were in the same booster box. So it's like, I get the big hits early on when a set first releases. And then after that, my luck kind of goes downhill. But I seem to pull the top 2 cards out of a set when it first comes out. And I'm not looking for those cards half the time. Like with Surging Sparks, it was the Phanpy and the Sunny Castform we were looking for. Took 700 packs to get those. I do have the Rainbow Lady. My wife had got me that one. But yeah, I wasn't looking for the big cards in Surging Sparks. I was looking for the Phanpy and the Castform. Took us over 700 packs to finally get one. And it's like, same thing with what was it? No, Paldean Fates. I was trying for the Bubble Mew. Yeah, that, the top card in the set. And we ended up getting 2 Gardevoir SIRs and the Charizard SIR. Still haven't pulled a Bubble Mew. My wife has one of these. I have one of these. I gave her one. But these 2 cards out of Surging Sparks took me forever to get. Took me just forever and a day. It was like 700 packs. No, this was like 700 packs. This was like 750 packs. Got this one on the last stream of the year. So it was like a New Year's Eve deal. Ended out the year good. This was one previous stream to that. And these are the only cards we wanted on Surging Sparks. This is all we wanted. And we ended up with that Pikachu. 3 packs in. Wife had gotten the Japanese Pikachu, and then our prismatic experience has been bad. Pulled all these hyper rares out of prismatic, but can't pull a simple SIR when there's 32 of them. Yeah. Still love this Rotom that we pulled the other day. So the wife wants the one from Destined Rivals now. And we completed the trio. Gardevoir, Kirlia, and Ralts. Picked up this one in the trade a couple weeks ago or a week ago. So the collection's growing. It's just there's not a whole lot that I personally want to open right now. Like I'm done personally with Destined Rivals. So if you see me open it here on the channel, it's not because I want to open Destined Rivals. It's because the wife wants some of the cards out of there. So I want to help her out, try to get them. Like we did that. Why did I do that? I did that with Journey Together. Journey Together. She wanted to do a master set. So I decided, I'm going to help her try to get the master set done. That's content for the channel, opening up stuff here for you guys to join me on the journey of whatever our goal is at the time, which at that time it was mastering Journey Together. Just can't find any right now. And also it's just probably more financially responsible to purchase the ones that we are lacking. Surging Sparks, I just kept doing it because the wife wanted she wants the Latios to go with the Latios to match it. Temporal Forces, just because we only lack those 2 cards for the master set, so whenever I find Temporal Forces, which isn't hard to find, everybody just kind of lets it sit there. So I'll pick it up whenever I see it from time to time, just to try to get the Ghastly and the Salvatore SIR. I still want Paldean Fates. I hated the set for the longest time, just because, I'm not a fan of the Baby Shiny collection. The wife has one going, so I was trying to help her finish that out, and then it just became kind of a goal to try to get the Bubble Mew, and the Bubble Mew just keeps evading me. The wife had been wanting the Charizard forever, and I was buying them. This was before the big craze and the big boom. I was able to get an entire case of mini tins for like $100. And since then, since the craze is gone, so I haven't been able to get any Paldean Fates, and supposedly a restock happened, and I never saw any of the booster bundles or tins show up. So believe of that what you will. I haven't been able to find any. I'm not going to pay the absurd prices for Paldean Fates. We'll just have to see what White Flare and Black Bolt do. See how crazy that goes. See how heavily printed it is. I know Walmart released deal the other day, like a pre-order, but you had to be part of the Walmart Plus service to be able to pre-order them. So you know what? I guess tonight our luck wasn't too bad, because these are technically, I guess, secret rares, right? This one is. I'm not sure. I'll have to look this one up. And gold cards seem to find me too. Like, my luck with gold cards, Yeah. Well, that is what it is. That's what we got for tonight. I've been kind of under the weather. Weather keeps changing on me. I keep getting cough and all kinds of stuff, and just will not go away. It keeps beating me up. Just can't seem to get rid of it. So we'll see if I pick up anything tomorrow. I know Target's really limited how much you can buy. GameStop's really limited how much you can buy. which is good for the community, but kind of sucks for like my situation. Like, I like to open up quite a bit in one sitting and then stream it or record it. And used to do daily shorts with it, and I could go pick up a booster box for like $95, and then if I knew there was like between 11 to 16 hits, I could do like 16 shorts with that, or 11 to 16, 15 to 16 shorts with that, and I could do daily videos and then do a stream on the weekend. Now it's like booster boxes are just hard to come by unless you get them pre-order, and then you pre-order them at 160. It's kind of a bummer because it's like, man, I remember we were picking up for like 120 was a bad price. 95, 115, 130 at most if you really wanted the set. And now it's just like 160 is the cheapest you're going to get something, right? 160 is the cheapest you're going to get something. And I'd rather do a stream with it. I could do shorts with it, but I like streaming, talking to some of you guys whenever you show up on the stream and what have you. So I'm just hoping. I mean, I don't know when it's going to get back to normal. Nobody can really say when it's going to get back to normal. But the craze is gone, to where it's putting a strain to be able to do some of the larger openings how I used to like to do them, or would like to continue doing them. Because, with all those, GameStop, close to GameStop to me is about an hour away. And then I see people post on it, like, they got Destined Rivals at GameStop. I'm like, awesome. And they're like, limit 2 SKU per customer. So I'm not going to drive an hour away to get maybe, 2 3-pack blisters. So that's 6 packs, 2 single sleeves. Sometimes they do 5, but then I would end up with maybe 11 packs tops. You figure in gas and stuff like that. It's just not. It's not smart to do. Best Buy doesn't do any of their orders, it seems like, online anymore, unless it's a pre-order. And if you've tried those pre-orders, yeah, you're not going to get through the wait. So it's just kind of become hard to track down product. I used to be able to get stuff at Walgreens really easily. Now it's like Walgreens doesn't stock a whole lot. And when they do, their prices are actually higher than that of Walmart. Like, their ETBs start off at like $60, $65. They used to be, get them I used to complain about getting an ETB at Walmart for $55. Oh no, 151 ETBs, $55? Nah, we'll get them somewhere else, 40, 45, 35. Heck, I was getting them at Dollar General at one point, like $39 for Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, and then they had Brilliant Stars ETBs at Dollar General for like $40. And then the 151 binder collection came out again, or not binder, poster collection came out again apparently at Dollar General. I don't really need to be opening 151 anymore. We got almost 2 master sets. We could probably put a second one together if we really wanted to. Pick up the last remaining big hit cards. I think it would be like Venusaur and some of the smaller ones. But we don't need it. So like the craze for 151 that's still going on is, it still just boggles my mind. Like, people are actually paying those prices. Like $60, $65, whatever it is for a booster bundle. That's insane. A lot of it's gone nuts. So I remember when the Magikarp was a big deal. Everybody talking about that was the most expensive, other than, who was it? Iono, Miriam. When the trainer craze was going on, they were like up there. And we have 4 of these in the house. 1 graded CGC 10. I pulled 2. The wife's pulled 1. So, you know, Paldea Evolved, I love that set. But, you know, I ended up with 2 of them. And then Miriam, yeah, that was the card when it first came out. Everybody was all over it, and it was worth a lot of money. And then the Japanese one was just even higher. And let's see, where's she at? I saw her earlier. Nope, not there. There we go. And then, yeah. So my wife had picked me up this Miriam in the PSA 9 because it was cheaper to get it graded already as a 9 instead of it was to buy it raw, send it off to PSA, wait, and then hope it came back a 10. So this was cheaper than buying it raw. And I wanted this card. I liked it. You know, I collect all the little trainers and stuff like that. I love the artwork that they do with some of these. And some of them are kind of like, you know, slept on. And which drives me a little bit crazy because, like, in here with her Bronzong, right? Trainer Gallery. Yeah, it doesn't say Jasmine's Bronzong on it, right? But now everybody's going crazy over trainer cards because they got the name on it, and they're, you know, on the EX, their little face or the little whatever, right? But we had these kinds of trainer galleries, and then we have like I don't know, a bunch. Yeah, here we go. Like the Urshifu VMAX. So it's like, you know, we had trainer cards, in a sense. And my favorite one that I picked up recently, like I said in the trade, if I didn't lose her, there we go. This is a trainer card. This one is worth a little bit, but now everybody was just losing it over the fact that they got trainer card Pokemon again. It's like we had them, just nobody cared about them. Like they weren't worth anything, and they're beautiful cards. Like I love this Jasmine, right? Beautiful little card. Not worth a whole heck of a lot, but I'm sure if this would have came out, you know, in the Journey Together Destined Rivals era, this probably would have got a lot more attention because, oh, it's a trainer card, yay! This probably would have gotten a lot more attention. You know, it's just a shame that we're kind of knock this over. Hold on. We're just kind of, it doesn't make sense to me. We're coming full circle. We're coming back to trainer cards, but yet there's so much more demand for them now. You know, whatever. Because I don't see that Pikachu with red and all that being a huge card, and like it's not worth a whole heck of a lot. It's like the Chonkachu with the trainer there, and you know, whatever. Oh, and here, this is the one that I love. This one still holds up its value, but once again, it's a trainer gallery, you know, popular trainer. And then now Misty Psyduck and all them. Everybody going over those. Losing it for that. Alright, and I picked up this one at a trade show. It was cheaper, the same thing. It was cheaper to get it in a PSA 9, which I have a feeling that's what caused it. There, and then that little speck. And of course there. Yeah. So it had some whitening issues on it. The front's nice. But it was cheaper to get this in a PSA 9 already slabbed than it was to buy it raw, then send it off and hope for a 10. That's the way it goes with some of those. So this is, you know, when I say I like something, and it's not like a financial gain. This was a financial gain for me in the fact that I spent less money to get these already slabbed. And the cars that I want. So it was cheaper than buying these raw. So I guess that they can speak as to like, if you're a collector of the artwork and the card that you want, if you can get the card that you want cheaper, why not get it cheaper? So imagine if you got this like, you know, raw is $380 hypothetically, right? And then somebody sent one off and they got it back and it graded like an 8 or a 9. So now they're selling it for like 180 or 200. Well, if you just want the card, you know, get it an 8 or a 9. Add it to your collection. Don't pay the raw price for it, right? I guess that's the difference right now. It's like a lot of people are just looking at the financial gains instead of the collecting aspect of it. So like trainers are my thing. You know, Jasmine's Gaze. My biggest one that I loved was Bianca's Devotion. And then I picked up Wick because it just did not seem like the appropriate artwork for a kid's game. I love Melanie. She's not worth a whole heck of a lot of anything, but I love the artwork, you know, pancakes, all the breakfast stuff. Getting hungry. Katie, I have a lot more respect for since the what do you call it? New Horizon anime came out. So, you know, I just collect a lot of that stuff like that. And then a lot of people are like, well, trainers aren't ever going to be worth anything again. I don't care. I like the artwork. I like the way that they have the Pokemon interacting with their trainer. Morty at his little cafe. And then you got, you know, Karen here at a little. And then you got, Professor Sad over here with the little small lives and the Palmy and all that, you know? So I like how they've done that with the trainers in the Scarlet Violet era. And when I started looking at some of the stuff out of Sword and Shield, it made me want to go back and try to get some of these cards. Like this here. Like I said, the Rotom. I like the Rotom. We even got a Greedent and is it a Greedent I have? What is this Greedent? I just scrolled it. Yeah, I love this Gengar VMAX. It's not the big Gengar, but it's still cool. Oh no, Squovit was Scarlet Violet era. It was a Greedent in the alternate art. I love it. It would have been cheaper to just outright buy the card. Yeah. But I love opening packs and bringing you guys along the journey with it. This card I still want. I gotta get the Perrin to match it. Simply because I love what they did with that, where she's looking down on taking this picture. And then the Swablu, I still need the Altaria to match it. The little storyline that it's got going. Adopted by Wingles. It's finally evolved, flying up there higher with the same flock of Wingles. I love those story cards like that, and I love the little simpler cards, you know? It's not about the financial gains sometimes. When it's about the financial gains is not to sell them, to use them for trade. Like that's what I tend to do. I'll use them for trade. It's something that I don't really care too much about. But then we got, like I said, You know, the Rotom, I love it. The Greedent, look at the little fat boy there. Love that. So some of these cards made me want to, you know, start opening. Even that Corviknight. I have another one, but you know, some of these cards here, I didn't get too many of them. I started primarily with Crown Zenith 151, and I love what, you know, when the Galarian Galleries came out for Crown Zenith. They weren't worth a whole heck of a lot. Then of course the ones that jumped up were your, you know, because everybody's an Eevee fan. Apparently, every huge amount of Eevee fans out there. So when Crown Zenith blew, or when stuff started blowing up, Crown Zenith cards weren't all that desirable. I guess it's just like people like the gold cards from there, the Palkia, Dialga, Giratina, all that stuff, right? But I remember when this Glaceon was a $15 card all day long. And then the Leafeon was about the same. Actually, I think the Leafeon was cheaper early on when Crown Zenith came out. And these of course, you know, jumped up the hype. Everybody, you know, these were cheaper than Lost or Evolving Skies. Then Prismatic came out, and then I guess people looked back at these and realized some of the intricate artwork that they got going on, and then they just skyrocketed in price. I prefer the Leafeon. The Leafeon's got a lot more going on. Glaceon, it's a beautiful card, but it's just kind of there. The Leafeon's got a lot more going on it. You know, down here and over here and stuff like that. And then I guess the biggest card at the time that was around Crown Zenith, and I actually pulled two of them, and I got rid of one of them pretty early on. It was only like, it wasn't even a $40 card at the time, and I didn't expect it to jump up too high. Then you got the sister card. No. I didn't expect this one to jump up too high. So I think this is a better unpopular opinion, probably. Maybe it's spot on. But I think this is a better Mewtwo card than this Mewtwo card. And then from the other angle. And it's cool that, you know, the two different artists did these, right? But it's cool that they decided to do the same little battle going on. I think this is a better Mewtwo card than this Mewtwo card. Even though it's a Charizard card. So yeah, I think this is a better Mewtwo. Tangrowth in there getting all caught up in it too. Poor little guy, he's just, I'm an innocent bystander. No. You don't see him in this one, do you? Oh, you guys see some. There it is. Yeah, they even included it there. So, probably unpopular opinion, but yeah, no, I prefer this one over this one. Price tag's also better on this one than this one. And it's cool that, you know, you got the same battle from two different perspectives. And I love cards, like I said, I love cards that have the story and stuff like that. So when I got this, when I pulled this card, I was like, I gotta have the matching card. So maybe an unpopular opinion, but I think that's Crown Zenith Mewtwo is better. Just my opinion. I think a lot of the Crown Zenith stuff, like even this is Galarian Gallery, you know, yeah, even this Galarian Gallery Mew with a little Rapidash or the Ponyta, the what is it, Alolan, the Rabombi, the Cramorant, the Nidoran, Nidorino, and Squovitz, and then you got a little Arrokuda there. And is that Rookidee? No. Dang it. There's just so many Pokemon now. But I love this card. There's a little berry there that's half eaten. Or a big old Binotomin's taking a nap now. And this one wasn't worth like but $3 when Crown Zenith first came out, you know? And I think some of this artwork is still prettier than this monstrosity. I like this card a lot more than this card. You know, everybody collects differently. And that's the cool thing about going to some, like, well, that used to be the cool thing about going to some of the local shows, like this Luminion. Oh, I love this card. You know, it's a beautiful card. But, like, now everybody just sees the price tag, and then the prices are just through the roof. And some of these sets, looking at you, Prismatic Evolutions, are just, they're not fun to open. Prismatic was just, that's the set that I hate. If somebody was like, hey, we're going to give you a master case of either Crown Zenith or a master case of Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles, which would you prefer? I mean, Crown Zenith all day. All day. Crown Zenith. Prismatic, no. Probably an unpopular opinion, but Prismatic's not fun to open. Oh, set to open. I mean, some people may love it. They may love that, just that big, huge hit of finally pulling one of those EVSIRs. But I preferred just the artworks and some of the stuff that they did. Like, here you go. Here's another another story set. What you got here? It came out in Temporal Forces. The Deerling and the Sawsbuck. The way they connect there, look at that. Guess it'd be more about, you know, cute little card setup. Same thing with the out of Surging Sparks. And the Milotic and the Phoebus. I can't remember how it, maybe it was about there. We have two of these. Yeah, so I love these cards that do this, you know, little story, connection. They may not even be, I can't remember if I have the Cramorant. I have a Cramorant somewhere where it's eating the Arrokuda. I just can't remember where I put it. Somewhere. It's somewhere. No. Of course. Look at that fat swirl. We've come a long way, haven't we? Come a long way from that old stuff. Yes, we have. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. Like, we didn't have a whole lot of packs to open. There's a lot of rambling and stuff like that, but I just like bringing y'all on the journey and showing off what we've gotten so far, give you an idea of where we're going with stuff. So my personal thing is right now. Oh no, Larry. If I can pick up Sword and Shield stuff, I want to pick up Sword and Shield stuff over Destiny Rivals. Pretty much all day long. Because I want to get some of those alternate arts, the older stuff. Destiny Rivals, all my luck's gone. No, all we wanted was Misty. And we can't do that. We can't for some reason. So Destiny Rivals has been freaking mean to me. Yeah, so I don't want it. The wife wants a lot of stuff still in there. So I will prioritize Sword and Shield stuff over Destiny Rivals. So tonight, the two biggest, or I guess the three biggest pulls out of Sword and Shield tonight. Yeah. So going forward, that's probably what we'll be opening. If I can find more Sword and Shield stuff, Astral Radiance, Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, that kinds of stuff. Fusion Strike, I'd love to do it, but the boxes that they're putting out with Fusion Strike are like $45. And I think you only get 6 packs. And you only got 2 Fusion. Well, that's her telling me to wrap it up. Barking at my door or my window. Wrap it up. So thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for taking time out of your life to watch this. Hope y'all are living life to the fullest, enjoying it. And remember, tomorrow's a new day. Y'all have a good one.